Welcome to a new YouTube video. I know I have not uploaded in a while. Truthfully, YouTube's not my priority. I'm more locked in on the charts. But I am attempting a new challenge. So I'm attempting a flip challenge. I'll be attempting to flip $100 to 1,000, 2,000. Nothing insane money wise, but percentage wise, that is a lot. I just wanted to challenge myself, have a little bit of fun with it. I know these challenges aren't supposed to be easy, but I did take my first position, or sorry, better said, I took my second position on the account. The first position, I took it the week prior and I closed at a break even, which if I didn't close at a break even, it ended up giving me like a 1 to 3 RR, but it is what it is. On to the next trade. And I am taking a counter trend trade for this setup. So if you can see on my MetaTrader app, I am. That's the account balance. It's currently at $96. I'm currently in a little bit of drawdown. So let's go onto the screens and break down why I took the charts and the other of the markets that I'm interested in for the week as well. So now that we're on the charts, let me break down your AUD, which is the current position that I am in. It is a counter trend trade, a little bit on the higher risk side, but I was okay with the risk. And if I blow the account, $100, just deposit it again, try it again, right? So starting with my higher time frame analysis. So I saw that the previous weekly candlestick closed as a bearish doji, right? So showing an indecision in the market on the weekly. I don't pay too much attention to the weekly, but I do like to see the previous candlesticks to see what price action was doing. Going to the daily, I saw that we were creating. So for example, obviously we're completely bullish, but for the markets to keep moving in a direction, they move in steps, creating higher highs, higher lows, or lower lows, lower highs. So I'm anticipating from this step right here to have a push and then maybe do something like this to the upside. So I'm trying to catch that counter trend move to the downside, probably be targeting around this zone right here where I'll be looking to get out, because from here it could potentially keep going to the upside. So the reason why I believe this area might be the move is because the previous daily candlesticks have had a lot of bearish momentum to the downside. On top of that, we created resistance at the zone with all these wick rejections to the upside. So that was one of the things that I liked seeing, rejecting from the EMA as well. On the 4 hours, what I saw was that price started creating it went from creating higher highs to higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. It consolidated, and then from here we started creating a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, anticipating that next leg to the downside. So on the smaller time frames, I saw these rejections right here. So I saw these candlesticks reject the EMA with a bearish engulfing the previous candlestick with both of these equal wick rejections to the upside. So that was one of the things that I was like, okay, maybe from here we're going to start having to push to the downside, as well as it breaking my area of support and resistance. So it broke support right here, now potentially using it as resistance to continue to the downside. So on the 1 hour, I also saw that I got this evening star formation. So it consists of 3 candlesticks, and it's 1, 2, 3. So it's this bullish engulfing candlestick, this doji, and then this bearish closing below the 50% mark of this candlestick. So once I saw that, truthfully, I should have entered right there. I wasn't paying attention at the time of the market, so I got a little bit worse of an entry, which cost me to be in a little drawdown, because if I would have entered right here, I would have been in some profit. It is what it is. You always can't catch the best moves. I'm currently in some drawdown, but if this candlestick closes in the next 44 minutes as a doji, and then from here we get the same formation, get another bearish, that's pretty much confirming to me that, yeah, we're gonna go to the downside. So like I said, right now currently I'm down $15, not much. Still super confident in this trade for it being a counter trend trade. The other market that I am interested in is taking USD So if you could see on the daily time frame, we reached this key zone right here, used as supply, support, and resistance, right? So it pulled back. Now I'm waiting for rejections to sell the market. If I can get like this next 4 hour candlestick to close that same pattern that I just described, the evening star formation, if I can get a bearish engulfing close somewhere around here, where I could enter around right here and catch like a 2.68 RR multiple. So we'll see how that goes. So the first trade that I took on the account, which I'll show you my trade history, was Euro GBP. I don't know if you guys could see right there. So I closed at a loss of $1, but with fees, commission, all that, it ended up being a little bit more. It ended up being around 12 bucks, which if I would have held that trade, it would have been a winning trade. So this is the trade that I took, that I closed at break even. If I closed that break even around this point, but if I would have continued to held, I wouldn't have set a stop loss just because I was full margining the account. So it's either it takes me out because of I used up all the margin, right? So I don't think this would have wicked me out. It is what it is. I missed on this trade. This one could have easily gave me 1 to 3 R. So I could have turned that $100 into 400 bucks right now, the account balance. This is what it is. We keep moving on to the next setup. So I'm currently holding Euro AUD. So let's see how I end up playing out. I'll update you guys later today during London session. It is currently 12 in the afternoon. So yeah, I'll update you guys probably after the market closes, New York session closed, so around 2. I want to see how that daily candlestick closes. And then from there, I'll update you guys later again during London session. So I don't know what news just happened, but look at the size of this candlestick, putting the account at $200 floating profit. So now's where I have to make the decision. Do I close because I did hit my take profit, or do I just let this keep running? But I'm going to be honest. I'm going to stick to my plan. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and secure these $200 in profit. So let me do that right now. Close position. Okay, so I just closed the position at a profit of, it went down, but $198. I don't know if it was emotion, the reason I closed it, but I'm going to just stick to the plan. Whatever happens from here, I have to accept, whether it continues to keep going in my direction or if it reverses on me. I hit my take profit. I don't want to get too greedy, so I just went ahead and closed. I'm also floating in my personal account, as you can see there, which I also took it on there. I'm floating $2,300. So I think I'm going to go ahead and close that as well at a profit of $2,262. So I don't know what happened. I just hopped back on the charts and I didn't set an alarm, and I see that candlestick and I was like, holy shit. That's what the account's currently at basically $300. So I risked like 91 bucks on that trade to make $200. So I mean, I hit for 1 or 2. I don't know if I should have continued to held. That's one of the things that I'll have to see. But regardless, like I said, I took the trade. It hit my take profit. I can't get too greedy because I don't know if it could reverse from there. We'll just come back and update it later just to see what ended up playing out. But holy shit, that's insane. Okay, so I am back for a market update now that I'm a little bit more calm and collective. Prior to that last clip of me seeing that move happen, I was on a call with dealing with a security issue. So, you know, I was dealing with that. And then after I got that all situated, I hopped back on the charts and I saw that complete massive move to the downside. Completely caught me off guard. Had a massive mood swing, right? From dealing with that security issue to seeing price complete dump in my favor. A little bit overwhelming, mixed of emotions. But now that I'm, you know, calm, collected, I can do a market update now. So prior to me closing this, as you could see, I closed and price did continue going in my direction. It continued to dump. Made me miss out on an extra 48 pip move. 48 pip move roughly. Left some money on the table. It is what it is. Prior to me closing, I had to make that decision and I had to be okay with whatever happened after I had closed. Whatever the outcome was, I had to be okay with what, rather it continue dumping in my favor after I closed, or it could have done the complete opposite in reverse, and I could have been like, oh, I should have closed this and that. This is why I have a set of rules and a strategy that I follow, because I know that if I follow it over a period of time, I should be profitable. This trade has played out to perfection. Of course, it sucks missing out on all that extra money, but I can't dwell on it. I got to keep moving forward. This just gives me confidence in myself and my trading abilities and my skill set. So the other trade that I was interested in taking was USDCHF. Okay, so I just got back from the gym, just got out the shower. It is currently Wednesday, April 8th, 12 in the afternoon. So the next day, and I got ahead to start editing the video. And as I'm editing it, I noticed something that I didn't point out to you guys. It's a breakdown that I did on USDCHF. I did break it down, but I did not pinpoint this part, which I want to share with you guys now. Peep game. If I can get like this next 4-hour candlestick to close as that same pattern that I just described, the evening star formation, if I can get a bearish engulfing close somewhere around here, or I could enter around right here and catch like a two. So I said, if I can get the next 4-hour candlestick to close as the evening star formation bearish engulfing candlestick, I will enter the trade on the 4-hour. Exactly what I said was going to happen here happened here. So the next 4-hour candlestick was that evening star formation, which it consists of these 3 candlesticks, bearish engulfing. I couldn't enter, but it completely dumped. I called this to the T. I just think it's pretty cool, and like it's amazing seeing like what years of experience and showing up every single day does for you. It's just putting in those reps. The issue with a lot of people is that they just give up so quick, but this takes time. You got to show up every single day. I've been showing up every single day for 2 years consistently, and I'm still grinding, still working. It just depends how bad you want it. Consistency is key with anything you do. I don't know. I just wanted to share that. It's just cool to see like my progress as a trader and how much I have developed throughout my journey, and excited to see how much more I will keep developing. I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Now back to the rest of the video, which you could see had a complete dump as well. It just completely had a dump. I couldn't catch an entry because I was on the phone dealing with that security issue. So I couldn't be on the charts. If not, I honestly probably would have caught this trade as well. I was super close to entering. But it is what it is. Like I said, my analysis was correct. And at the end of the day, that's all I care about, because I know that I'm going to catch more opportunities. But this was a beautiful setup as well. Just look at that candlestick. And there was some type of news or something that came out, or some like aftershock, I want to say, of Trump speaking yesterday, because he spoke about the war with Iran and gave him a deadline for today. And then the markets today had a complete massive reaction to everything. If you could see, gold had a complete shot to the upside. USDCHF jump had a complete dump. Euro AUD dump. The whole markets. Look at AUD CAD. This was another trade that I was thinking about entering very early on into the week. I'm not too sure why at the moment I didn't take it, but this would have gave me like a 107, which was insane. Just look at the size of those candlesticks. Like, the reaction the markets have had with the news to the fundamentals is insane. Every single pair, literally every currency had been affected. Look at all this. That's insane. So with that being said, I don't know if the rest of the week I should just stop trading and be conservative. Most certain I am going to be more conservative and protect my profits. I hit my goal for the week, so I don't need to trade the rest of the week. The crazy thing is that it's Tuesday, so that's why I will continue to monitor the markets and see if I find another opportunity, and then make the decision if I want to hop in it there then. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I'll do another market update towards the end of the week and see what's going on with the markets. But man, this is insane. What's going on, guys? So it is currently April 12th, 6 in the afternoon. And basically, since the last clip you guys saw, I did not take any other more trades on the account. I was very close to taking shorts on Catch APY, but I never ended up taking the trade because I never got an entry signal. Price ended up violating my key zone. So I never took the trade. And I didn't care to be involved in the market since it was Thursday, Friday. It was towards the end of the week. So Currently, what I am doing right now, I'm basically going through every single market trying to find the next high probability trade setup for this coming week. But for this week, that's basically it. No more trades. So let me show you the account, what it's currently sitting at. So it's currently sitting at $294. Here's the trade history. You can see the break-even trade that I took, Euro GBP for the first trade, Euro AUD, which was the trade that we took this week, leaving the account at, like I said, basically $300. So the goal for this week is going to be to turn these $300 to roughly $600 to $900. We'll see what opportunities the market gives us. I got to be very picky with the flip account, with the flip challenge account, because it's a challenge, right? So I have to full margin the full account. There is no risk management when it comes to a flip account. I basically got to risk 100% of the account, meaning if I lose one trade, I blow the whole account. That's why I got to be a little bit more picky when it comes to my flip account. But yeah, that's basically it for the week, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Also, if you guys have any other video ideas that you guys want to see on the channel, just drop it in the comments. And if it makes sense and if I think I'll enjoy filming the video, then I'll go ahead and film it for you guys. But if you guys are here watching the video till the very end, thank you guys. You guys are the real MVPs and I appreciate you guys deeply. But that's it. Till the next video, guys, take care and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.